Nice That You Looking At. This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things is a song by the American singer-songwriter Taylor Swift from her sixth studio album, Reputation, 2017. Written and produced by Swift and Jack Antonoff, the song is characterized by its upbeat, theatrical, and sarcastic tone, with lyrical themes revolving around betrayal, broken friendships, and the consequences of public feuds. Upon its release, This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things garnered attention for its pointed lyrics, which many critics and listeners interpreted as referencing Swift's highly publicized dispute with the American rapper Kanye West and media personality Kim Kardashian. The song's production features a blend of pop and vaudevillian influences, incorporating elements like a children's choir, a champagne pop sound effect, and Swift's spoken word ad-libs, contributing to its distinctive, celebratory yet mocking atmosphere. After the commercial and critical success of her fifth studio album, 1989-2014, Taylor Swift developed Reputation during a period when her work and personal life were under intense media scrutiny and public discussion, in contrast to 1989's generally upbeat tone. Reputation features a darker and more introspective approach. The release of Reputation marked a significant turning point in Swift's career, following a period of intense scrutiny and controversy. Swift became embroiled in a renewed feud with West. Their conflict, which originated at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards when West interrupted Swift's acceptance speech for the Best Female Video Award, escalated in 2016 with the release of West's song, Famous. The track included a lyric, wherein he claimed to have made Swift famous, which she publicly condemned. The situation intensified when Kardashian released a recording of a phone call between Swift and West, leading to widespread debate about Swift's role in approving the lyric and her honesty regarding the situation. This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things reflects this change by pairing upbeat, rhythmic instrumentation with lyrics that comment on betrayal and the impermanence of trust. Reputation was released on November 10, 2017, by Big Machine Records. This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things is track number 13 on the album. The album marked a significant sonic and thematic shift for Swift, moving towards a darker, more electropop-influenced sound and addressing themes of fame, media scrutiny, and her public image following a period of intense public attention and controversy. The period leading up to Reputation involved several high-profile events, including her feud with Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, which heavily influenced the album's narrative and tone. The album was conceived during a time when Swift had largely withdrawn from the public eye, allowing her to craft an album that was both a response to and a reflection on her experiences. Reputation explores themes of love amidst chaos, betrayal, and the reclaiming of one's own story. This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things was written and produced by Swift and Jack Antonoff. The track was engineered by Laura Sisk at Rough Customer Studio in Brooklyn, New York. Mixing was handled by Serban Genia at Mix Star Studios in Virginia Beach, Virginia, with assistance from John Haynes. Randy Merrill completed mastering at Sterling Sound in New York City. Recording occurred at Electric Lady Studios in New York City, with additional engineering by John Rooney. A behind-the-scenes video from Taylor Swift Now, the making of a song showed Swift and Antonoff working on the This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things, highlighting their collaborative process and the development of its distinct sound, including Swift's idea for the sarcastic laugh and the champagne toast sound effect. This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things is primarily a pop song, but it distinguishes itself with its theatrical and somewhat satirical musical arrangement. It features a prominent piano melody, orchestral swells, and a bouncy rhythm that evokes a sense of sarcastic celebration. The Maniators Matthew Jacoby and Ashley Dorff noted a departure from the more electronic and R&B influenced sounds found elsewhere on the Reputation album, with this track leaning into a more organic, albeit still pop-oriented, instrumentation. The inclusion of a children's choir chanting, "Nice Things," adds to its unique, almost mocking, celebratory feel. The primary lyrical theme of "This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things" is betrayal by a former friend and the subsequent decision to end the relationship and associated social circle. The lyrics detail a narrative of someone who was welcomed into Swift's inner circle, enjoyed her hospitality, and then ultimately betrayed her trust. The title itself is a colloquialism often used to express frustration when someone's actions ruin a pleasant situation for everyone. The song opens with imagery of extravagant parties and carefree celebrations, evoking the opulence and fleeting joy found in F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby, 1925. A motif that Swift has referenced in interviews and lyrics. The lyrics include vivid imagery of lavish parties and extravagant lifestyles. "It was so nice throwing big parties, jump into the pool from the balcony," juxtaposed with the bitterness of betrayal. "But you stabbed me in the back while shaking my hand." A key moment in the song is the sound of a champagne cork popping, followed by Swift's line, "Here's a toast to my real friends. They don't care about that he said she said," which emphasizes her shift in focus towards genuine relationships. The song also features a spoken word bridge where Swift sarcastically says, "And here's to you, 'cause forgiveness is a nice thing to do," followed by a derisive laugh and the admission, "I can't even say it with a straight face." This moment underscores the song's unapologetically resentful yet humorous tone. "This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things" was included in the setlist of her fifth concert tour, the Reputation Stadium Tour, 2018. The song was the last number on the setlist, which was performed in a medley with We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, 2012. The performance was a large-scale production, often involving a fountain, elaborate choreography with dancers, and Swift interacting with the stage elements in a theatrical manner, mirroring the song's themes of grand parties and dramatic exits. Daily Bruin highlighted this performance as a high-energy and fittingly dramatic concert to the main show before the encore. It was later performed during the "Surprise Song" segment of her next concert tour, the Eras Tour, 2023-2024, on 3 occasions, on guitar at the first Seattle show on July 22, 2023. On guitar in a mashup with I Forgot That You Existed, 2019, at the Cardiff concert on June 18, 2024. Following the 43rd birthday and the retirement announcement of the American businessman Scooter Braun, whom Swift had a dispute with, and was performed on guitar in a mashup with My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys, 2024, at the first Toronto show on November 14, 2024. This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things received generally positive reviews from music critics upon the release of Reputation, with many praising its witty lyrics, theatrical production, and Swift's unapologetic delivery. Rolling Stone's Rob Sheffield described it as a toast to her real friends, and a roast of the fakes, appreciating its celebratory yet cutting tone. Vulture's Craig Jenkins called it a hilariously petty kiss-off, and a standout moment on the album for its directness and theatricality. Several critics commented on the song's perceived targets. K.D. Lang for Time analyzed the lyrical references, suggesting they strongly pointed towards the Kanye West feud. Similarly, Alyssa Bailey of Elle dissected the lyrics in the context of the Swift-West Kardashian dynamic, finding them to be a clear commentary on the situation. An article in Nylon revisiting the Reputation album acknowledged the song's role in Swift's narrative, but also pointed to the potential for its directness to be polarizing. Critics praised the song's theatricality, clever wordplay, and unapologetic tone. Ella noted that "This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things" was designed to address West's reignited feud with her. It would appear to be the all-important 13th track, calling attention to its many lyrical references to their public history. Reviewers have commented on the production and lyrical composition, noting that the song illustrates aspects of public conflict in personal relationships. Some critics have recognized the track as a notable example of how Swift has tackled themes of public feuds and personal reinvention through her music. The song has been mentioned in discussions about celebrity relationships and the influence of media narratives on public perception. Public reaction to the song was passionate and divided. Many fans celebrated its boldness and directness, viewing it as a cathartic response to years of public scrutiny and betrayal. The song's references to Swift's infamous 4th of July parties and her squad era resonated with longtime fans, who saw it as a reflection on the fleeting nature of celebrity friendship. This is the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.